congratulated by the President, and as he or she receives a diploma cover. However, this is your event, so feel free to come forward and take your own photos or videos, but please be considerate of other guests and try not to block anyone's line of sight. In keeping with the dignity of the occasion, we ask that you do not applaud for each graduate, but wait until all have crossed the stage. Because of the sensitive acoustics of the auditorium and the fact that the ceremony is being televised, it's important that there be no unnecessary noise. In order to help in this effort, we have a projection area where the entire program can be viewed on a large screen. This area is available for children. If you need assistance, please see the ushers. Today's ceremony will be rebroadcast and is being broadcast on the college YouTube channel. It will be available for future viewing. We do ask at this time you can move to the center of each row to leave open seats on the sides for any latecomers that may be coming into the ceremony. I'm required to point out to you the emergency exits to this facility. They are located left and right in the front, left and right in the center of the auditorium, and left and right in the rear of the auditorium, and illuminated in green. During the processional, you are requested to remain standing at your seats until all graduates, faculty, and staff have completely exited the auditorium. You may remain seated during the entrance of the faculty and staff. Please silence all cell phones and electronic devices at this time. Thank you. please rise.
of Trustees and Dr. Mark Porch, I'm pleased to welcome you to Caldwell Community College and Technical Institute's J. Broyhill Civic Center. Today we gather for the highlight of the year. We celebrate the accomplishments of our 2025 graduates, as well as CCC&TI's continued success serving our students and community. During the past academic year, we celebrated the completion of several campus improvement projects, including the dedication of the new Larry W. Taylor intramural athletic field, which opened in the fall of 2024. We continued work on the expansion of our training facilities on the Watauga campus, which allows us to increase program offerings and serve more students in the high country. We also announced the allocation of funds and plans for a new state-of-the-art health sciences building on the Caldwell campus, with construction slated to begin later this year. CCC&TI was also honored as the 2024 recipient of the Alfred Adams Award for Economic Development by the Boone Area Chamber of Commerce, recognizing our contributions to growth and development in Boone and the high country. CCC&TI, along with 14 other community colleges in most of western North Carolina, was directly impacted by Hurricane Helene. Many CCC&TI graduates, including paramedics, firefighters, law enforcement officers, truck drivers, linemen, and healthcare workers, to name a few, were on the front lines responding to our communities when they needed them most. CCC&TI faculty, staff, and students were also able to partner with a number of community organizations to help support recovery efforts in a variety of ways in our service area and across the region. One of the most impactful partnerships to emerge after the storm was the opportunity to provide space for more than 100 Valley Crucis middle school students to finish the academic year on our Watauga campus in Boone, while construction of the new facility is completed later this year. And there were many more achievements thanks to the hard work of our students, faculty, staff, and community. I'm going to ask all faculty and staff to please stand at this time. Please join me in thanking them for a job well done. I'd also like to welcome any special guests with us today from the Board of Trustees, the Foundation Board, public school representatives, and county commissioners from Caldwell and Watauga counties. Please stand and be recognized at this time. Let's show our appreciation. Showing them appreciation for their support of the college and community. I'd also like to recognize our musicians. Vocalist Abigail Triplett is not only providing the music for today's ceremony, she is also graduating with an associate's degree in fine arts and music in today's 10 o'clock ceremony. I'd also like to recognize CCC&TI chorus accompanist Spence Robertson, and Fine Arts Music Program Director Justin Butler and Instructor Luke Benton for providing music for today's ceremonies. Let's give them a hand for their fine performance. And now the reason we're all here. Regardless of the path that brought you to this stage, you've completed a tremendous goal and we're very proud of you. I'd like to share some facts about this year's class before they walk across the stage. CCC&TI is honoring a total of 892 students in today's ceremonies. 307 of them are first-generation college graduates, and 271 of them are adult learners aged 25 and up. The class of 2025 also includes 606 graduates from Caldwell County and 178 from Watauga County. In all, today's graduates represent 43 counties across the state. Our youngest graduate is 72, and our most senior graduate is 62. The average age of this year's graduating class is 25. A total of 36 graduates have earned multiple credentials. Also among this year's graduates are 19 Dream Scholars, 64 Trio SSS graduates, and 24 CCC&TI student athletes. We also have 11 graduates entering registered apprenticeships in their field of study. And I'm proud to say we also honoring 63 individuals who are earning their high school credentials. In total, CCC&TI will award 931 credentials in today's ceremony. Again, congratulations to each of you, and thanks to all of you who have joined us today as we pay tribute to the graduating class of 2025.
Each year at our May graduation ceremonies, the Board of Trustees is proud to present the Trustees Student Award of Merit to two students, one from a college transfer program and one from a technical program. Deserving students are nominated by faculty and selected by board members for this prestigious honor. Award of Merit recipients are given a plaque commemorating this special recognition and also receive a monetary award of $500. This year's Award of Merit for college transfer was presented to Sophia Bonnier, a Caldwell Early College high school student at yesterday's College Decision Day celebration. This year's Award of Merit for a student in a technical program will be presented during the 4 o'clock graduation ceremony later today. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipients of the Trustees Student Award of Merit.
Good morning. Students, we have a special treat for you today as we welcome home a Caldwell County native as your graduation speaker. Nation Hahn is a former High Brighton High School graduate and he is a true champion of Caldwell County, CCC&TI, and all North Carolina community colleges. He currently serves as a senior advisor to the John M. Belk Endowment and as a co-founder of the statewide nonprofit news organization, Education NC, which launched in 2015. Nation led the post-secondary and community college coverage at EdNC, including serving as the author of the award-winning Awake 58 newsletter. He has visited all 58 community colleges in the state multiple times, but Caldwell is his favorite. And throughout his career, Nation has served in a variety of leadership and board roles focused on education, housing, and food insecurity. He has been named an Aspen Ideas Fest Fellow, a Z. Smith Reynolds Community Leadership Council member, and to the Triangle Business Journal's 40 Under 40 list. He received the Citizen of the Year Award from Indie Week in 2016 and was named a Southerner of the Year by Southern Living magazine that same year. Having traveled to all 100 North Carolina counties, Nation is always happy to discuss vinegar-based barbecue, the best biscuits, and his favorite small towns across the state. And he has been to Clarence's and Donna's Cafe many times here in Caldwell County. Please welcome back home my friend, Mr. Nation Hahn.
Good morning. Hello, graduates. The sleepless nights, the frustrating moments, the stress, I guess they were all worth it. Today's your day. Congratulations. And congratulations to Dr. Porch and all of the faculty and staff who have led this college through quite a year. As a son of Caldwell County, it's an honor to be here today. My family is somewhere out in the crowd. You know, when I grew up in Caldwell County, I think a lot of folks sort of told us that we needed to leave to do something big and important. But today I'm here to tell you that that message is wrong. Some of the most impactful leaders I know are transforming lives right here in Caldwell County and throughout rural North Carolina. I want to share a few lessons I've learned today from my own life and from a few leaders I've gotten to know. First, you'll find that life doesn't move in a straight line of progress. There's a Chinese curse, Robert Kennedy once said, which says, "May you live in interesting times." Well, this class, all of us, have lived in interesting times of late. They've navigated a pandemic, watched a ground war break out in Europe, experienced rapid shifts in technology, including AI, which I'm sure none of them used on their homework. Western North Carolina, we lived through the devastation of Hurricane Helene. This college, under Dr. Porch's leadership, became not just a place of learning, but a community anchor in those days. Needless to say, it's been a challenging few years for many, and you all have demonstrated resilience that cannot be taught. And I promise you that this will come in handy. 17 years ago, I sat my own college graduation. To my delight, the commencement speaker had fallen sick the night before, and they didn't have a backup. Sorry. At the time, I couldn't have known what would lie ahead. The following fall, the economy crashed. In the years ahead, I lost family members to crime and cancer and drug overdoses. When my path crumbled beneath me, I learned that progress isn't a straight line and it's not a straight highway. It looks a little more like a forest trail with steep climbs and unexpected turns. Yet, at those turns that often seemed like dead ends, remarkable moments emerged. I never anticipated the opportunities that would come to launch a statewide nonprofit, to work with leaders across all 100 counties, to partner with my friends at John and Belk Endowment to elevate education through our community colleges, to find love, my fiance's here. And through it all, through my own interesting times, I discovered that resilience isn't something you find alone. In fact, it's lessons I learned here in Caldwell County guided my way, including that we get by with the help of our friends and our family, with our faith, and a belief that tomorrow can be better than today. The second lesson I've learned is that in today's world, today's interconnected world, location no longer limits our abilities to create opportunity. The truth is we can make a difference anywhere, especially here, and I've witnessed this firsthand. Over in Wilkes County, I met Devin, who founded Wilkes Recovery Revolution, because their community lacked the resources they needed to combat addiction. Today, that Wilkes Recovery Revolution serves hundreds of clients every year, helping people navigate through addiction to a path of recovery. In Mitchell County, Drew Zucchino founded Tractor, a food hub that's connecting farmers to markets across the region and across the state, a food hub that became a food pantry during Hurricane Helene. And right here in Caldwell County, I've seen your own president, Dr. Mark Porch, lead the community in the college and lead the college and the community that shaped him. He could have gone anywhere, but he came home, and along the way became one of the best community college presidents in North Carolina and frankly the entire country. These leaders didn't wait for opportunity to find them. They created it right where they needed it most. You all have gifts, individual gifts that this community needs. Rural North Carolina needs those gifts, and Caldwell County needs your talent. You can make a difference here that you would never be able to make elsewhere because you know this community needs in a way that no outsider ever could. The impact you can make in this community begins with recognizing what made your own journey possible. So my third hope today is that you'll go and become a champion of Caldwell Community College and a champion of community colleges everywhere. When the hurricane moved through, Caldwell Community College demonstrated what it truly means to be the community's college. While many institutions talk about serving the community, this college lived it. Marty Walker, the director of electrical line workers, took a college bucket truck out and helped clear roads. Scott Hartley used one of the college's trailers to transport critical supplies, not just to this campus, but across the region. Chef Corey Hooks prepared meals for utility workers and healthcare workers and public safety personnel. These stories aren't exceptions, they're examples of what community colleges do best. Meet people where they are when they need it most. Sometimes that's instructors clearing roads, and other times it's helping their students clear a path forward. I was inspired to learn about a nursing graduate who started her journey with Caldwell Community College as an 11-year-old in 1999, receiving a Dream Scholarship. Growing up without much, she drove 17 miles each day just to use the college's computers because her family couldn't afford internet at home. And through divorce, single motherhood, financial hardship, and personal loss, she kept returning to this college because it provided a path forward. As she shared in a note I read, I knew that my daughter was looking up to me, and I wanted her to know what it means to persevere and to never give up. And today, she is here graduating. Caldwell Community College students and graduates are special, and they include members of my own family. In the 1980s, my Nana and my Aunt Bobby both retired. They had both dropped out in the 8th grade, and they knew they wanted to go back and get a GED before as they move through life. They called my Nana Joy, and they called my Aunt Sherry and encouraged them to join. God bless them for helping my Nana through her homework. I can only imagine how painful that was. But they all graduated, and they all graduated on the same day because Caldwell Community College transforms lives. Community college students are special. They are, as President Porch once told me, resilient, determined, and inspiring. And all of you have a story. In situations where many would have given up, you didn't. So, congratulations again. This institution is a special one. It provides education across the region to students of every level. Students who come back for a GED, students who are learning English as a second language, students who wish to transfer, students who wish to have a credential. And as you graduate, I urge you to tell the story of this institution. For too long, our community colleges have been referred to as the best kept secret in North Carolina, but they shouldn't be a secret. Everyone should know what this college does. So when someone asks you about your degree, tell them why you chose this college. When you're successful in your career, come back and mentor or teach. I hear Porch is hiring. And when people wonder if we should invest in our community colleges, I encourage you to speak up about how this education opened doors that could have remained closed. As I close, I want you to think back to what I said about the interesting times and the curse. As we all leave this room and as these folks graduate, I hope that we might find hope in interesting times instead. My wish for all of you is that you continue to live in interesting times, not just as a bystander, but as someone who can create their own destiny. Because interesting times don't just test us, they reveal who we are. The last few years didn't just test you, they revealed your strength. So now, go show the world what Caldwell County graduates can do. Thank you.
Will the candidates for graduation please rise and step forward to be recognized?
Dr. Porch, I present to you the candidates for graduation, Associate in Arts. Daisy Abigail Baez Hernandez, with honors. Lainey Lynn Banks. Justice Beach, with honors. Bailey Leanna Bollitt, with honors. Emily Grace Bradley, with honors. Maggie May Buller, with honors. Mason Sorrell Cade. Lydia Marlene McKenzie Clark. Madeline Marie Colby, with honors. Madeline Paige Collins, registered apprentice. Victoria Ann Pritchard, with honors.
Tasman Alieska Gupta with honors. Kirkland Renee Butler with honors. Aaliyah Catherine Hiker. Jameson H. Isbell. Talon Cole Jenkins with honors. Joshua Paul Phillips with honors. Abraham Maciel Enriquez. Kristen Joe McCarrier. Karen Elizabeth Minton with honors. Ethan Timothy Petrie. Caroline Knowles Reagan. Naylin Itzel Rodriguez with honors. Medice Diana Salerno with honors. Zachary Ryan Smith. Carly Ray Tart with honors. Virginia Dawn Treadwell with honors. Jackson McClellan Turner. Catlin Brinkley Turner. Morgan Alyssa Taylor Beach. Marina Angelina Williams. Ashley Marie Willis. Abigail Elizabeth Mullins with honors, Associate in General Education with honors. Dr. Porch, I present to you the candidates for graduation, Associate in Arts in Teacher Preparation. Crystal Renee Lambert with honors. Carly Danielle Porch. Emma Haas Smith with honors. Savannah Lynn Williams. Dr. Porch, I present to you the candidates for graduation, Associate in Fine Arts in Music. Chad Raymond Cross with honors. William Edward Minway. Abigail Grace Triplett. Dr. Porch, I present to you the candidates for graduation, Associate in Fine Arts in Visual Arts. Irma Grace Coffey with honors. Abigail Alexandria Day. Elizabeth Grace Dixon, Outstanding Student Award. Bethany Lynn Fultz. Alabama Storm McClellan with honors. Trinity Abigail Reinhardt with honors. Dr. Porch, I present to you the candidates for graduation, Associate in General Education. Kansas Diane Carswell. Taryn Addie Estes with honors. Sierra Rochelle Hendren with honors. Carrie Elizabeth Nelson with honors. Dr. Porch, I present to you the candidates for graduation, Associate in Science. Carson Haas Barnes. Hector Fabricio. Ethan Michael Clark. Kwame Jean-Paul Crawford with honors. Sergey Savetvich with honors. Taylor Alexandra Davis. Destiny Lynn Engel. Isabella Rose Pardue. Leah Pamela Pimento with honors. Corbin Matthew Riley. Micah Reeves Shope with honors. Carly Sue Starnes with honors. Hannah Renee Tigg with honors. Alexander Wendell Ware with honors. Katori Ahmed Wilkie, Associate in Arts. Addison Mackenzie Wilson with honors. Alexander Thomas Havalos, also Associate in Arts. Danielle Kaylee Lazowski, also Associate in Arts. Faith Mackenzie Smith with honors, also Associate in Arts with honors. Dr. Porch, I present to you the candidates for graduation, Associate in Science and Teacher Preparation. Kaylin Ann Rascal with honors. Dr. Porch, I present to you the candidates for graduation, High School Equivalency Diploma. Rachel Virginia Harlow. Paige Adelie Clark. Robert Jonah Kirby. Chancey Lel Palmer. Timothy Charles Shuping. Sean Michael Smith with honors. Dr. Porch, I present to you the candidates for graduation, Associate in Applied Science, Automotive Systems Technology. Robert Alexandra Drobinski, Outstanding Student Award. Jacob Thomas Lester. Nathan Tyler Stamey. Riley Brandon Weinbarger, also Diploma Collision Repair and Refinishing Technology Outstanding Student Award with honors. Jeremy Hernandez Martinez, certificate. Dr. Porch, I present to you the candidates for graduation, Diploma Collision Repair and Refinishing Technology. Freddie Wayne Corpany Jr., Outstanding Student Award with honors. Dr. Porch, I present to you the candidates for graduation, Associate in Applied Science, Criminal Justice Technology. Tyler D. Eldrick, also Associate in Applied Science, Emergency Management. Geraldo Luis Baez Quintero, with honors. Jordan Justice. Alex Eduardo Sanchez, with honors. Dr. Porch, I present to you the candidates for graduation, Associate in Applied Science, Culinary Arts. Brianna Lee Dobbins. Dr. Porch, I present to you the candidates for graduation, Associate in Applied Science, Emergency Management. Kimberly Gail Donovan, with honors. Max Wright Gula, with honors. Jorge Luis Jarkin. Matthew Clay Reagan. Hunter Paul Winkler. Heather Rivera, Emergency Medical Science, with honors. Dr. Porch, I present to you the candidates for graduation, Associate in Applied Science, Hospitality Management. Kimberly Yvonne Kunnick, with honors. Luke Ryan Miller. Gaudencio Isaiah Martinez, High School Equivalency Diploma. Gabrielle Salzman, High School Equivalency Diploma. Dr. Porch, this concludes the presentation of the candidates for graduation for the class of 2025.
always say that graduation is the best day of the year. The day we celebrate our students and their success, and today we celebrate the CCC&TI graduating class of 2025. Congratulations, graduates. You're not finished just yet. I told this group on the front row they're on TV, so you gotta keep smiling for about 10 more minutes. Hang in there, we're almost done. What an honor to have Nation back home to deliver our commencement address. Wasn't he awesome? Thank you, Nation, for being here. You certainly made this. Students, I want to congratulate each of you for your commitment and your dedication, and most of all, your success. You have so much to be proud of. I also want to congratulate the families and friends of our graduates. They share in your achievement. And I would like to express gratitude to the faculty and staff who imparted knowledge and provided support along your educational journey. Today is a proud day for them as well. I know these students share my appreciation for all of you who have supported and encouraged them along the way. Students, will you please join me in thanking those in the audience who helped make this day possible? Let's give them a hand. CCC&TI graduates, today is your day. Today we celebrate you as you complete your educational journey at CCC&TI and move on to the next phase of your lives. And as you leave CCC&TI, my responsibility is to issue a charge to the graduates. And as I thought about what to say to you, the one thing kept popping in my mind, and Nation referred to it in his comments, and that is resilience. If there is one word that captures the essence of the 2025 graduating class, it is definitely resilience. For these nearly 900 graduates, the diplomas they are receiving today are far more than a piece of paper. They are medals of honor. They should all be receiving honorary degrees in resilience. Think about this with me for just a moment. Many of these students endured the challenges of COVID just a few short years ago. And all of us probably thought that we would never have to deal with any type of challenge that severe again during our lifetime. Then on September the 27th, Hurricane Helene showed up, completely uninvited, I might add, and brought its wrath and destruction throughout western North Carolina. Water and downed trees were everywhere, power was out throughout our communities, communication was sparse, there was no Wi-Fi, maybe the worst challenge we had. Many roads were impassable, some areas were inaccessible and looked like a war zone. And college operations were interrupted. And during the hurricane, some of our students lost their homes, their cars, laptops, other personal property. Some even lost loved ones during the storm. Going to class, submitting homework assignments, and taking tests were the last things on students' minds, and rightly so. And yet, you found a way to keep going. You made up the work. You submitted the papers and assignments. You stayed the course, and you are here, on this graduation stage, degrees getting ready to be conferred, and soon to be college graduates. You survived COVID, mask mandates, a toilet paper shortage, and Hurricane Helene. You survived college and life during times of isolation and uncertainty. You logged in when it would have been easier to log out. You have been battle tested and you have been stretched and subjected to countless challenges, and you have emerged stronger, more resilient, and full of resolve. You're ready to face any storm or hardship that this world can throw at you. So class of 2025, the challenge is set. Keep being awesome Go forward with the same level of courage, determination, and grit that got you through a global pandemic and a catastrophic hurricane and to this graduation stage. When the next storms come and the winds blow, stay strong and put your battle-tested, proven resiliency to work. Congratulations, graduates, and best of luck to all of you. They say they're ready. Now the time you've all been waiting for, will all of the candidates for graduation please rise. The faculty and staff of Caldwell Community College and Technical Institute have certified that the candidates for graduation assembled here have faithfully fulfilled the requirements of their respective educational programs as specified by the State Board of Community Colleges. So therefore, by the authority vested in me by the State of North Carolina and the college's Board of Trustees, I hereby convey to you all the rights, privileges, and honors associated with being graduates of Caldwell Community College and Technical Institute. Students, will you turn your tassels? Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a standing salute for the